Hi, hello, my name is RAIHAN AJABA from class KM42 Inter 2 Telkom University. Here I am, I'm gonna tell you about speech no one has ever known the truth about marijuana. When in many countries marijuana is not considered a dangerous narcotic, Indonesia still sees marijuana as something scary. Although actually we know for ourselves the fear of the state and society is not based on the clear and argumentative knowledge about marijuana. In fact, people fears of marijuana is not the effect on for our health, but on the risk that must be faced when someone uses or owns marijuana, criminalized with the threat of a long prison sentence. Strangely, when the state criminalizes cannabis user various other types of narcotics, at the same time the prevalence of narcotic use in Indonesia has never dropped. If the government can continue to increase, the reason is when the narcotics are increasingly banned, the price is getting higher and will more higher, and that means the business is interesting for anyone or many people. Like business, to get a consumer, the narcotics dealers also make various marketing efforts. And then the economic value of cannabis in Indonesia far below tobacco. When the Indonesia ratified the United Nations Single Narcotics Convention in 1961 till 1976, the economic value of cannabis in Indonesia was far below tobacco and coffee, and only distributed to plants. After the ratification of the policy, marijuana began to be cultivated, became the main crop, and value for both coffee and tobacco. As an illustration, based on research in 2006, the price of Arabica coffee per kilogram in North Sumatra was 22,000 rupiah. Robusta was 9,000 rupiah. Tobacco leaves per kilogram are 7,000 rupiah. And dried marijuana per kilogram from the garden is 300,000 rupiah. In Aceh local market, the price of dried marijuana is 700,000 rupiah, and on the Jakarta market price is 2.2 million rupiah. The difference is in the price of tobacco and coffee, and marijuana is very striking, around 30 times. With a very high selling value, marijuana is commodity that tempts many people and then become a syndicate business, involves many parties. It must be remembered once again, marijuana became attractive as a syndicate business when the price soared or high due to the prohibition of the plant. When that happens, the portrait that look very opaque. Thousands of people spend their life in prison between 5 till 20 years because of activities or relate to marijuana, either owning, using, or selling. Most of the convicts were not big cities, but poor people who choose to enter the circle of criminal syndicate, whether as planters or couriers. It should also be noticed, before there are rules to criminalize marijuana. There has never been historical record of major criminal case or case of health problem due marijuana. And then, what does the government punishment mean for us? That it turns out that in this country the law can be made even with severe sanction without scientific scientific arguments, and the law has sent hundreds of thousands of people into prison. Most of them are users because of their belief that marijuana is drug, and also those who use it for recreation, and small brokers. About uh, who, uh, how one believes marijuana as a medicine because it has felt its usefulness. Also, how actually medical circles in Indonesia also want research about it. Furthermore, the state threat is not only to users but also those who campaign for legalizing marijuana. Even last year, the head of the National Narcotic Agency at the time, Budi Waseso, firmly stated that the legalization of marijuana for medical purposes should not occur in Indonesia, and those who campaign for it were accused of being traitors to the nation. The statement, in my opinion, show two things. First, the state truth is apparatus declared a blind eye of other possibilities of marijuana. Both officials threatened anyone who campaigned for legalizing marijuana both legally and illegally. The conclusion. What I want to say is when there is an issue that the government does not necessarily know why it's not the government itself is conducting a scientific study of marijuana. Because if we tell the truth, we never know how certain this marijuana is good or bad for us. Suppose if it was revealed that it was bad after scientific evidence, at least we could get more knowledge about it. And also, we say scientifically revealed that marijuana does have many benefits for society, for medical, industrial reason. Why not marijuana legalized for a positive purpose? Because actually, if we just guess the good or bad without being scientifically investigate, what is the difference with us? The difference us with the fooling ourselves of being fooled by those who people who feel they have a power for argument is only based on their thinking, which does not have scientific evidence. Okay, thank you. That's all from me.